This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Trojans ready to kick it away first. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. ncaa going to try to pop one on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved.
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The RPO fired complete to the left. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now facing a third and long. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Unloads to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the Trojans trying to cash it in on first and goal. Wants to throw again. Trying to bull his way in. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. The 50, the 40, at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Caught over the middle, it's Bowman. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On the move. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle with the catch. It's Bowman. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, he gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll try to do it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
To the air on 1st down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. It's Mayava. Under fire. And down he goes.
And I think this offense is going to start to get a little frustrated. Back-to-back drives, they've had some success, but they find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. And right here, they don't protect their guy. And now, 3rd and long situation, you know the pass rushers are coming. They know it's a pass. Got to be smart here with this play call.
And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one, a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, going to the air. Finds his big tight end. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. On the move, he fires. Connection to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Canes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Running inside. It's Fletcher. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains. Just
there's some room. Makes it past the marker. He's at the touchdown, Canes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Mayava. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it for a big play.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bowman. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. So Miami signals for a timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? These red zone trips, red has meant stopped. They've gotten nothing in 3 previous tries. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
So it'll be third and goal from the 1 after the incompletion. Might be calling a hot route. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Bringing it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Mensah to throw. Stepping to the right. And as he throws, almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Banks to grab. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Throwing, Mensah. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
And the Canes will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Motion from the wide receiver. Laterals it back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air, it's Mayava. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The run inside. It's Pringle. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's open. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's lead off with the Nevada Wolfpack taking on the Colorado State Rams. And it's Nevada with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Bringing the heat. Buried before he could blink.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Pressure coming. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it down the field. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
And guys, I'll tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Ncaa scrambling away. He'll pull it down. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you've got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Caught in the backfield. It's Vaughn. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Looking for a crease. It's Pringle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Unleashes one. Finds space on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Got his man downfield. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They just keep firing right down the middle. He's got an open man.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Got it. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
The Trojans will hustle to the line.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical, and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Good timing on the quick out. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He wants to change this route. They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now third and long and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And how about this drive? Like, this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on paper right there, and now set up to go from all the way inside your 10 and possibly get a touchdown.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Booster. Sweep. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on fourth and goal. Looking to the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. He's going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Man, even when you're right, you're wrong. Defensively, you had a good play call on. You took away all the throwing options. You got some initial pressure on the quarterback. You're losing late in the game. You just need a play to get off the field. But because of this guy's athleticism and speed, you just don't have the answer. And now your back is up against the wall.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing, Mensah. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. He's taking the shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And they're getting close to the point now in offense where it's full milk the clock mode, right? Run the football. Don't worry about throwing it right down the middle of the field. Keep giving it to your back. You can fall forward. If he can keep doing stuff like this, get a few first downs, preserve the victory, and get out of here.
Going to the run, it's Pringle. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
USC 7. Number 22, set to kick this one.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads. Trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands, it's Weaver. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And you got to expect this.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the deep shot. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Bringing it back. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated.